actually get through this and actually have the finale of the first DLC that I've played. Now, I have just gone under the assumption that the people that were in my chat last time were telling the truth, by the way. So I'm terribly sorry if you come into this and you find out I've still got a bit more of it. I don't think I do, because I agree that it does seem like it's the finale, but just in case on the off chance that it's not. It's the finale. I am very, very sorry if that happens. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. Anyway, as I said to myself before this, and I said in the thing before, I am looking forward to this, but there was a part of me that's like, I really hope this doesn't become like the Zaitan fight. Because the Zaitan fight, sure, don't get me wrong, they're shooting it with cannons while flying on a giant airship. Freaking awesome, right? There's no denying that. But when it falls down and you don't then get to fight it, not as good. Right, before we start, just so that I don't screw anything up, can I make a text box in this? Text. Create a new text. Yes. I want it to say BRB. Yeah, look at this. I'll be back in a second. I'm just making sure everything is set up. I've BRB'd and now I'm back. Hello. Let me just check to see if the BRB actually appeared. It did! Good. We're going to make this invisible now. Right. I have made sure... Wait, let me let my hair down. Oh, it's time. It is time to start. Oh, I can't wait. I really hope it lives up to the hype I'm giving it now. Maybe not intentionally. But I'm looking forward to it, you know? But this feels like an end thing, you know? Okay, I'm gonna wait until it actually hits the 7 o'clock before starting. I don't want to be anybody to miss it because I started early. Because that would just be mean, you know? Right. Who do I want to talk to first? Let's talk to you. Majora? Not sure how to feel. This is it, the culmination of everything we've worked towards over the past 2 years. I feel nervous and anxious, and I feel ready to bury Belinda's sword deep in Mordremoth's heart. Belinda's memories will see you through this coming battle. I've lost people before, but Belinda... I wasn't prepared for how deeply her loss wounded me. She was my family, my sister, a part of me. That's why we keep on fighting, so that no one else has to lose a part of themselves. That's right. Just say the word, boss, and we'll teach that dragon a thing or two about suffering. Soon, Jory. Soon. For Belinda. What about you, Keith? Wait! I thought she escaped. Okay, fair enough. Old friend, I hope you see now that we have a common goal. Can we set aside my mistrust that any mistrust that threatens our friendship? I have a question for you. Why didn't you confide in me? My wild hunt nearly suffocated me with the weight of its importance. I was so afraid I'd fail. I felt I could trust only myself. But in the end, the egg didn't choose me. It chose you. I understand. I don't know why it chose me, but I will do my best. You're the bravest of us all. The egg chose well. I don't know when I'll receive my next wild hunt, but I'm glad that we always end up on the same side. As I am. Am I. Hey, Conch.
Oh, I see. Greetings.
I've spent much of my life hating the firstborn, always being compared to them. In our mother's eyes, Trahan was perfect and none of us could live up to him, but now, your opinion has changed? With Mordremoth pounding against my willpower, I'm barely holding on, and yet Trahan, he flew his airship straight at it. I can only admire him now. We must find him. Don't worry, we won't abandon him. I worry that it's already too late. Mordremoth will have his hooks in Trahan's body and mind much deeper than it will in Zoljar and Logan. It's what we Silvari are designed for. We'll find a way. We have to. I don't got a trace of plant in me, but up here, even I can feel the buzz under my fur. We're near Mordremoth's heart. It's magic. Its influence is strong. I got close enough to blow kisses at both Zaitan and Kralkatork, but I feel Mordremoth's presence more strongly. It's eerily potent. I'll be glad to get rid of it. It does seem more powerful than Zaitan. Logan and Zoljar just can't catch a break. And then there's here. This one's on you, me and Keith, my friend. We've got this. Where's Brahm? I've completely forgotten. Where is he? Also,
Some weird highlight out here.
I'm guessing I have to go down into this chasm. I'm gonna take my time with this. Too much of this game I've gone through with the speed of somebody that doesn't care. You know, it reminds me a bit of when I first started playing, when I found out about Pokemon fan games. I know it's unrelated and there's not a lot of overlap between MMOs and Pokemon, but when I first found about fan games, it was like finding out about like 7 new games you hadn't heard of, you know? It was like insane, and I just wanted to consume all that I could of this product. Wait, is this not the right way to go? Oh, it is. But the longer I went on, the more I was like, oh, I'm just going through this without actually caring about the story as much as I should. The side quests that people have put time into. You know? Oh, there's Braum.
Didn't even try to cover its tracks. Either this is a trap, or the dragon's getting desperate.
Doesn't matter. Trahearn's here, and even if he is just bait, he'll still lead us to Mordremoth.
You've made it this far. Are you ready for one last push?
I am.
I will never be the dragon's slave.
Yes. Oh.
We've got company.
What does this do? Kill an enemy. Stop shooting me.
Looks like there's only one way forward.
Let's move then. Stick close.
Which
We don't know what's
which way is that? Is it this way? Okay, good, good, good. I always forget which way we come from. Okay, okay.
The dragon is focused on the battles outside. We'll never get a better chance.
Is he focused on the battle outside? Are we sure?
There he is. Marshal Traherne, can you hear me?
I mean, we're gonna have to fight him, let's be honest. Why is he bigger?
The pact. Is it?
Why is he
All
no?
but gone, Marshal. But my team and I will finish this.
It's too late. I know. I am part of the jungle dragon now. It is everywhere.
So how do we kill it? Burn every field and fell every forest?
No, it can't be defeated that way. It'll just grow back. Its roots have
Kill the
spread
heart.
too far,
It's gotta be kill the heart.
too deep.
Then we destroy the root, Mordramoth's mind. Its strongest attacks come from its mind, from the dream. That's our target.
Sound strategy, Commander. Turn the tables and attack the dragon the same way it's been attacking us. Brilliant.
Fahan?
You don't need a translator to understand that. The dragon doesn't like this idea.
Yes. Strike at the dragon's mind through the dream. It can work. And my connection will provide the access you need.
The Radonovans said each Elder Dragon has a weak spot. We just identified Mordramoth's.
I'm ready. If I concentrate, I can open a path
We're gonna fight it in the dream.
into Mordramoth's mind. Your minds will make the journey, but your bodies will remain here in the...
Someone's gotta guard us.
I've seen enough metaphysical landscapes lately. I'll stay behind to keep the Mordrum at bay.
I'll stay too. If something goes wrong, or Traherne isn't what he seems to be, I'll be standing by.
All right, 3 of us go in. 3 stay behind.
3? Are you counting Traherne? Oh, that's nice of you. Wait, the 2 Sylvari are coming with me.
I was strong enough to make it this far. Don't leave me behind now.
Who do I bring with me? I've got to bring Brahm. That's a definite. It's which Sylvari would I bring? Which Sylvari do I bring?
You may not trust me, but I will not let any more Sylvari become like Fowlin. Better death for my people than that.
You mean no spider has ever been a dragon? After Fowlin, you can doubt my word, but never doubt that I wanted in a jag. Okay, Brahm, we have to bring you.
Mother deserves justice, and I deserve the chance to get it for her.
Yep. Brahm's on my side. Brahm's coming with me. It's one of you two. And I think, as much as Keith, as much as you've done what you've done, he has been with me the whole time. Keith, you stay behind.
I swear by the Pale Tree, none of you are being taken by the dragon on my watch. Taking on an Elder Dragon and all its hordes. Just like old times, eh, Ritlock?
It exactly like old times, which means you stay where I can see you.
But you're blind. But you. Okay, never mind. I guess that's probably the joke. Trahan? Please don't die. Please say that I can save you in some capacity. I mean, I think it's unlikely based on what I've seen here.
You should not have come here. I am everywhere. I am all.
Only in your mind, and I will reduce your mind to ashes before I'm done.
Old words, but empty ones.
I'm gonna die a lot in this fight. It's pretty obvious that I will die a lot in this fight.
Thanks to you, my legend ended in failure. Fallen, forgotten, and far from home.
Oh, I like this.
I'm done listening to these lies. You're not my mother. You're Mordremoth's toy.
Get the wolf. Wait, revivable? Oh no, screw the wolf.
I can't pin her down! She's too quick!
Focus on Garm. Believe me, if you down him, she'll come running.
Okay, you have to focus Garm.
That did it! She's vulnerable! Take her down!
Oh, I died to the fire.
Watch it! Garm's back on his feet!
Thank you, Brom. Wait, where did my heal thing go? No! Stop it! Stop attacking me! I'm smart. I've figured out what you're doing. But she takes a lot of damage. I'm figuring you out. Save Garm, you dingus. Get her! Get her! Hit her with attacks! I don't even know what this one does. I fought too many of those blimmin' veteran sharpshooters to not know what these abilities do. Oh. Oh.
That was impressive! Go forth, my minion.
shoot somebody else. Why do you keep going after me? Your son's there. Surely you want to cause psychological issues to the son. No? No psychological issues? Take him out! Take him out! Don't know if you can call it a him, I guess, because it's an embodiment of a dragon that is not technically... I think is male coded, but is a female body.
Grin, I call upon your power.
Come on. Yeah. I like how even the weird weird version of her mother, of his mother, is still like, oh, I gotta revive the puppy. It's not just gonna come back alive. I know this is a dream world, but it still has rules that have to be followed. What are you doing? I hand raised that minion. Boom.
She looks normal. Is this another trick?
Look there, a rift opened. Maybe now we can break Mordremoth's illusion. Let's widen the rift. The more we crack open this nightmare, the weaker Mordremoth becomes.
Activate the rift.
Commander, at the end there, she seemed like herself again.
That's because we overcame Mordremoth's illusion. And the real heir would be proud of how you did it.
Yes. Yes, Guam. Yes. Well, it's round 2. Logan? Fouling again? What's Guam doing? Why am I considered in a cutscene? What did I miss? Did I accidentally click through a cutscene? I don't think I did. Have I broken the game? I feel like that I'm not supposed to be just standing here. Yep, okay, there was a problem. Oh, that's annoying. I mean, luckily it was early on, like that was just the first area. So we can redo that, but it takes a little bit of the wind out of the waves. Yeah, we're bringing you.
My mother deserves justice,
Yep.
and I deserve the chance to get it for
I
her.
was strong enough to make it this far. Don't leave me behind now.
I swear by the pale tree, none of you are being taken by the dragon on my
Arise,
watch.
my creation.
Taking on an elder dragon and all its hordes. Just like old times, eh, Ritlock?
Exactly like old times, which means you stay where I can see you.
Look, I can't even skip a cutscene if I wanted to, so that must have just been a glitch. Well,
You should not have come here. I am everywhere.
I am all.
Only in your mind, and I will reduce your mind to ashes.
Only in your mind, and I will reduce your mind to ashes before I'm done. Bold words, but empty ones.
Thanks to you, my legend ended in failure. Fallen, forgotten, and far from home.
I'm done listening to these lies. You're not my mother. You're Mordremoth's toy.
Which implies that he's been listening to, he's hearing this for a while now. Which is worrying.
I can't pin her down. She's too quick.
Focus on Garm. Believe me, if you down him, she'll come running. That did it! She's vulnerable! Take her down!
Blow them up. I didn't use this last time and I should have. Hit all the buttons. Next run around, we'll use the ultimate form to do as much damage as you physically can. This is going a hell of a lot faster than before. Why is Gorm already 30% killed? Oh, I was standing on a damage over time thing. I like that I can switch between these forms quite easily. Like, there's not like a huge time limit on them.
You've had a good life. Short, but good.
She looks normal. Is this another trick?
Look there, a rift.
There's a rift.
Maybe now we can break Mordremoth's illusion. Let's widen the rift. The more we crack open this nightmare, the weaker Mordremoth becomes.
Okay, show me the cutscene.
At the end there, she seemed like herself again.
That's because because we overcame Mordremoth's illusion. And the real heir would be proud of how you did it.
Okay, so this is where it cut abruptly. We're not pressing anything in case that was a problem. Okay, it's showing them. Oh, this place is decaying? Who's next? Oh, is that Conch?
Who are you supposed to be?
I am you, what you were meant to be, what you will be. Mordremoth's loyal servant, and gladly so. You are strong, but lack focus. So you seek a master. Mordremoth is that master.
Is this a joke? My will has always been my own.
I seek no master.
Never have. I am no one's servant.
Oh?
Countess Anise would disagree. Accept the truth. Mordremoth needs servants, and you were born to serve.
And you were born to serve.
To redeem myself, I choose to serve, as I choose to kill you now.
What's his mechanic? Throw grenades? I keep moving. Maybe I just don't get hit by any of the grenades. Is that true? That's not true. Okay, some of them I'm able to just dodge. Okay, some of them I'm not able to dodge. That one. That's the one you can't dodge unless you do that. He's invincible again. What is this?
He won't let up! I need some cover!
Understood. Mordremoth's squeezing hard, but I won't break. Get behind me, Commander. I'll deflect the grenades.
Where are you? There you are. Heck yeah. Okay, you're supposed to be deflecting the grenades. Punch! Punch! Stop running away from me! He's invulnerable again.
I can't block the fire grenades. Can't think. Is Mordremoth affecting me? Sorry, Commander. I'm doing my best.
Hurts, doesn't it?
God damn it. Snap out of it. He's trying to control you. Why is he just throwing grenades? Ah! Help me! Ganj, please!
Still with us, Canuck?
It's too much. Can't control myself. Can't trust myself. Here, take my shield and finish him.
I'm gonna go get your shield! Hehehe! Hey. Yeah, yes. Come on. Yep. Okay, fire doesn't get bounced. No. Come on. Come on. Die. Stop sending fire bombs and just send like regular bombs. Like regular ones. Ah, yeah, like those ones. They're the shrapnel. The shrapnel. Oh.
Hold on. I've seen this before. We need to open the rift to weaken Mordremoth's mind and disrupt its control.
Very well. But I've done my best to kill the old me. I remain ready to eliminate this version.
I remain ready to eliminate this version.
I was strong enough to change what I was. I will be strong enough not to become that.
If we fight hard enough, Mordremoth can't maintain its illusions.
We're weakening it. Breaking its grip on the mindscape gives us the chance to take control. Our minds have power here too. Let's use it.
Thank you for trusting my strength, Commander. And for lending...
Do you reckon that would have been Kaith if you chose Kaith?
In my world, a will
Oh no, it'd be Fowlin, wouldn't it?
is better than an obedient puppet.
It would definitely have been Fowlin.
I am the only possible victor. Become part of me and endure. Fall forever into oblivion. We are the same. Let your mind merge with mine.
I would prefer not to.
We are nothing alike. You make slaves. I make allies.
Same difference.
No, I hand raised that minion.
I hand raised that minion.
Combination. I like it.
What's happening here? Oh, don't stay in the area. I mean, this is scary, sure, but like...
Enough endurance.
Mordremoth took us all.
No, this is a trick like before. Open it! We need to crack this illusion and weaken Mordremoth's control.
Okay, whatever you're doing, please do it quickly. I'm not really that strong against him. Okay, he's immune. He's immune. But he's not doing anything. How's this? I'm coming to help! I thought you were doing it!
ready to bleed.
You were right, Commander. We are taking control. The Ridlock copy didn't vanish. It joined us.
That's how we'll win, by turning its puppets into our
I don't know where my mouse cursor is.
until it has no more illusions to send.
I'm gonna have to use the buttons. I've panicked and I've lost my mouse cursor. Oh, it's right there. I see it. It's a cool fight. I'm liking this fight. What's this? So I instinctively did what I assume you do in Final Fantasy.
It's too late, boss. We're all part of the dragon now.
Jory,
I can.
replenishing.
I don't know what that eye thing is, and I'm worried now. At this point, I'm too scared to ask. Oh, the rift is open. You can't see me. I'm John Cena. Your time is now.
Thanks, boss. Now we end this.
Nah, there's rule of 3, so Kaith is gonna be...
It's building up for a massive strike. Shield yourself or take to the skies now.
When is he doing the attack? How long do I have to be in the skies for? Oh no! I made a mistake. Can't do me a favor and save me. Can't save me, can't save me, can't save me, please. Thank you. It's hard to see where the area I'm not supposed to be in is. Have I seriously only done 75% of your health already? Aha! Help me! Somebody help!
Replenishing.
Oh god. Can't you? You've been a... Kana, you've been a great friend.
Never should have given you up. You know I can't be trusted.
Give it up, Mortimer. You're just making me stronger.
I mean, I'm not wrong. Oh! Get her! Get her! Knock her over! Please, 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 please! I'm never ready. There's 6 people in this battle, and why are they only hitting me? Case. Yes!
Back on track. Let's end this.
Oh, I get a buff every time. Oh, it's related to them. That's kind of cute.
Still standing. Barely.
Ow, 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 ow. I'm just getting shot with more missiles. How are we supposed to stop the missile thing? Oh, no. How do you stop the missile thing? Maybe hiding under it? No, hiding under it didn't do anything. I have misunderstood a mechanic and it's coming to bite me.
You'll pay for this, Mortimer.
Forgle? Oh, my boy Forgle? No, not Forgle. Stop shooting me with the blimmin' attacks. Not fair. Oh, you're supposed to look at them? No. That was just a coincidence.
Lethal combination. I like it.
The rift is ready.
That's good. Where's the rift? There it is. Thank you. Just gonna jump. Just gonna jump. Just gonna keep jumping.
Can't lose any more soldiers.
That's the spirit, Forgle. Now let's end this.
Yes, Forgle, my boy.
Comes again. Protect yourselves or go airborne.
I went airborne. What? It knocked me out the air. At the air.
What happened to your slaves, Mortimer? Now it's just you versus all of us.
Stop it. You cannot win. You will all be consumed.
How do I block the blimmin' eye thing? Is it cause I'm looking at it or because I'm not looking at it? It's one of the two. Has to be. It's an eye. Why would you put an eye in there if it wasn't either you were supposed to look at it or you weren't supposed to look at it? Okay, I looked at that one and the attack still came. Next one, I'm not going to look at.
I call upon your power. Replenishing.
We're not looking at it. Okay, well, I haven't been hit by attacks from the air yet. Which to me implies that I figured out the right way of doing it. Doing it there. What's hitting me? I'm not looking at it.
Replenishing.
Ow. I don't want to be that guy, but there's at least 2 people here that are tanks. And of those 2 people, none of them are taking the aggro and it's only hitting me? No rocks? No Tammy? Tamia? You really did not have enough memories to actually help, did you? I mean, that last one...
Cover up or get off the ground.
Alright. Right, never mind. We're gonna hide here. Can I shoot him from here? No. Wait, so you technically could do this without a glider.
It's staggering. Back me up while I open the rift and we'll tear the dragon's mind apart.
Too much resistance. I can't protect you.
Then we'll switch. I'll defend and you open the rift.
Your strength is already fading. Mine is imminent.
It started out as a corpse, and now it's a corpse again.
Yes. How much longer do I have to hold out for this, eh?
It's open, Commander.
On it!
Yes.
Done! Hit it with everything you've got!
Through all of you!
It lives. It recovered. Fall back and regroup.
Oh! Hey, Brahm's with me this time. Is it because we're not actually powering it up yet? Am I hitting them? Okay, I did not see the thing on the ground. I didn't see that thing on the ground either.
It's open, Commander.
On it!
Alright, fair enough.
It's stunned! Hit it with everything you've got!
Mordramoth!
Arise, my creation. Fall back and regroup!
Why is only Brahm here? What happened to the others? Like all my ghost versions of me. Like the dream versions of me, I mean.
It had a good life. Short, but good.
Oh! Oh, perfect.
No! I hand raised that minion! Replenishing. Not enough endurance. I am desperate!
Ever find it weird that the thing that gives you access to using a gun in like combat has a jump and another jump, like a two jumps?
It's open, Commander.
On it!
Never mind.
It's stunned! Hit it with everything you've got!
Get to it.
It recovered! Fall back and regroup!
Fall back. You reckon it's a number that you've got to hit of killing these things before it goes, you're good? I reckon it's a number. Sorry if I'm not talking as much. I am concentrating on this fight to the nth degree. Which is a fancy way of me going like, I am concentrating a hell of a lot on this fight. Just to make sure that I succeed. You ever feel like every time I do that big AoE, it's like he's ready to do the attack on me? He's ready to do the his big AoE? So that I can't continually do my big AoE? Not saying it's a conspiracy. I'm saying that I think it's a conspiracy. Just the same with that one. You notice how he immediately had it ready? Boom. It is dead. I like how it's like this.
Did it. 2 dragons down, 4 to go.
We did it. Mordramoth is dead.
Truly dead. I can't hear its voice in my head. It's completely gone.
And we Sylvari are still here. Still us. I wasn't sure.
Commander? My sword, Gallad Bolg, is nearby. It was a gift from the Pale Tree. I am connected, bonded to it. Only its power can free me from this. Please, bring it here.
Yeah, sure. I noticed it was here before and I wondered what was happening with that.
I have the sword, Marshal.
Stab him.
Quickly now. Use it on me. Kill me, Commander.
What? No. Mordramoth is dead. We destroyed its mind.
Oh, Trahan.
But I still hear its voice. Mordramoth is alive. One last hateful vestige. A terrible
No.
seed planted deep in my mind. You must kill me, Commander, before that seed grows. Before Mordramoth reclaims what it has lost. What's left of me can't survive on its own. Strike now or...
I am the future. I am this world. You cannot destroy me. Run while
I won't let all this be for nothing. Stand back. I'm ending this. Now.
Oh, Trahan. My boy, who rules the pack now? What are we gonna do? You were the pact. I didn't do anything. In fact, I left it before. Oh, is Glint gonna be happy with that? I hope Glint's happy with that. Yes, it is. Well, unless this is supposed to be sinister. I took this as it absorbs the power of every Elder Dragon we get, and it will become a savior. Wait, one dragon, elder dragon to summon a new? That was a good final boss. I liked that final boss.
Mine. All mine.
Okay, let's review in journal. So there's Living Worlds number 3. But I don't want to start this yet. Because several things. First off, oh, they're up there. Let me go talk to my boys. And girls. I'll summon my little sacrificial boys as well, because they have to be here. Jeremy and Kyle. And if I said a different name on a different stream, then that was different boys. That simple is. Simple as. Simple was. No, let me leave me. I'll hear a voice down in the... Did I disappoint you? Will they still let me over when I cross the line? Honestly, I know I'm prepared for what will be my final form. With your little eyes on course. So this song has been stuck in my head for a while now. Also, Jeremy, he loves it. He loves this song. Fly, I can see a light shine on your face. Did I disappoint you? Will they still let me over when I cross the line? It's the same thing. Take me home, aviator. Have a look at this map, by the way. I haven't actually looked at the map since I started playing this. We've got the Tangled, we got the Basin, we got the Dragon Stand, and then we got Ratasum. Which doesn't really have any of the hero things that we're talking about. Do we want to do the review of this expansion now? Or do we want to do it nearer the end? It could take an hour.
Wow, that's quality armor.
Thanks.
Yeah, I don't have the ability to do this. Leave me a little left to try. Laystone armor. You got a cool helmet? I mean, cool equivalent of helmet that I wear? Mask? No. What's the mantle? Mantle face? It isn't, but they're cool. What about cowl? Is cowl the thing I want? Oh, I actually don't mind that. Go for the cowl. Okay, I know, I want to talk to, like, you.
Excelsior.
Excelsior to you too. Leave me. Nothing little left to try. I shouldn't have sold it. They literally told me the other day how you're supposed to what you're supposed to do with these and how you're supposed to salvage them. And I just forgot that they told me this. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it here. Let's do it now. Okay, let's have a quick talk about how I liked this. I don't want to be in this place that's about to close. Let's go here. How I liked this expansion. And what my general opinions on it are. So let's start off with all the positive. Well, let's start off with all the positives I can think of at the moment. 1. I really liked the group that I had with me this time compared to the base game. Because I'm going to be comparing all of these to the base game. Because I kind of have to, because that's the only thing I've got as experience other than this. So compared to the base game, I thought the companions, Brahm, Tamir, Casimir, even the Tribunal, were all people that I thought were notably better than the counterparts from the base game, which were functionally nobody. Because you had Logan, if you chose the Vigil, and then whoever you got if you didn't choose the Vigil. I don't know who that is because I didn't get them. And then you have Trahan, and then you have a bunch of like, kind of like, I think there's like one person from each of the different factions, but they're not really notable enough for me to remember them. And then there was the lady who sacrificed herself to the Krite, but I'm not even sure if that was the base game or if that was Living Worlds. And that was functionally, off the top of my head, what I can think of in terms of important. Wait, hold on a second. Let me see, because I just want to be making my way to something. Repeat the challenge for reward. That's one I haven't done yet. Okay, we'll go that way. In terms of like things that I remember to be important characters, there wasn't really any, except for Traherne. And Traherne was cool. I really liked Traherne, and Logan was cool, and I liked Logan a lot. I thought Logan's sacrifice was quite good, but I didn't think Traherne was insanely good. I thought he was a bit monotone. I made jokes about it a lot, but like, he was very one note. He didn't have much of a personality, admittedly. In my head. This is my personal experience, okay? Do not, if you liked Traherne and you found him interesting, then, you know, to each their own, right? But yeah, he was not, in my opinion, like, particularly good. And this group now, especially thanks to the Living World sort of, like, introducing us to their characters, which I do admit Traherne did not have as to the level of what these people had. I had a lot more investment in them. I had a lot more I liked them a heck of a lot more. This person's been really nice. So, sorry, as I was saying, yeah, I had a lot more investment with them. I even had people who I didn't like before, that thanks to the expansion, I liked a bit more. So, I genuinely think that they did a good job in terms of that. I'm not going to succeed even with that help. But I will say that, and this is going into the bad things. I'm not done with the good things. I just want to intersperse it and sort of make it a bit more organic than I initially thought it would be. But like, I think it would be better if I did it a bit more organically. Gone through all of my ups and downs with it. Yeah, we'll make our way over there. This is sort of like the downside of it. There was a new character they added. Well, not new character, but new to the group character they added. In the form of Carne or Carnch, or however you want to say it. And he's a cool idea for a character. And I think they needed to have a Sylvari in the group just to show off what's happening with the Sylvari. But I'll say this, I did not get much of a story from him because there wasn't much to go off. You had him in the group. There was a little tension with the tribunal, where the tribunal didn't trust him because he didn't trust the fact that they would still keep their consciousness. You had a bit where he made his own group of only Sylvari and went around using that group because they were able to sort of police themselves in a way. And I thought that was interesting. But I generally thought that, like, I think the thing that I'm talking about that's my biggest complaint about this expansion, and something that I think compared to at least the modern standard of stuff. I'm saying modern, but it's not incredibly modern. Effectively, I'm comparing it to FF14 for story, because that's my standout. That's my, my, what's the word? That's my ideal. Or near enough to an ideal that you can get at the moment in terms of MMOs. So compared to that one, I think that what it really fell down on is that they had these characters that they shown off, and they show off that an interesting start of their character, and then you don't really get enough time with them to actually get more of a character from them, if that makes any sense. So, like, I learn all this stuff about him, I learn that he's going through it, but we never see him until that very end bit. But I'm not really counting that because, that's the very, very end, and we hadn't had any lead up to it. But, like, until that very, very end bit, the only sort of... what's the word? The only sort of character progression that we saw, in my opinion, was just that bit. And that bit in the end, I'm not the best at saying this in the right way, but I just feel like, take for example the last expansion I played of FF14, the latest one, the Dawn Trail, or Dawn Trial. I always mix up which one it is. In that one, you get introduced to Wukalamat, and Wukalamat is this character that you know nothing about before you go into that spot. You know nothing about him before you start this adventure, and it's effectively on the story to talk about and give you a good understanding and a good character story from this character, right? I'm very sorry. It is spur of the moment me talking about this, so if it comes across as a bit jittery or anything, just understand I'm trying my best, okay? But you're introduced to this character, and throughout the whole thing, you get a long sort of... You get a long introduction to them about who they are, about their upsides, about their downsides, about the things that make them who they are, right? And that you actually, throughout that whole thing, get a comprehensive understanding of them. And they functionally are like the secondary, if not maybe the main character of the story. Now, when I compare that to Conch or Carne or whatever you want to call him, who, look, I know he's not a new person. I know that he has existed before and we've met him before. But in terms of giving him like that character story, he is functionally a new person. So if you come into it with technically more than what the other person had, right? Yep. Never mind. And then you come into it with more than what you come into seeing Wooklamat. And at the end of it, it might just be me, but I came about knowing more about Wooklamat than I knew about Conch. He had a tiny bit at the start, a tiny bit at the end, and then no in-between bit. I think that's a real problem that this game has in terms of
Replenishing.
in terms of oh god, they killed me. Hold on a second. In terms of how do I get up there? Oh, it's through that. In terms of just character building, I think this is a genuine problem, because
I call upon your power.
when I'm buying an expansion, at the end of the day, for me personally, and I understand that's not true, this isn't true for everybody, but I'm buying it for the story. I'm buying to learn about the story of this new place, this new area. We'll see if we can go around here and it does anything. About these new characters and the you know, the general thing that's happening to said characters. Maybe I can jump up here. But what I got out of this kind of left me a bit disappointed. Like, for example, Brahm, right? You come into this and he's... The whole story arc is his mother dies and he comes into this and goes, I want to have revenge on the people who killed my mother. Makes complete sense. And in most games, the ending of that story will be, oh, revenge is never the answer, yada yada yada. Yeah, I will live on for her, kind of thing, right? I understand it's obviously a lot different to how I've just quite laissez-faire said it, but generally that's what it is, right? Nice. But what I found in the in this sort of story was that what actually happened was you had the big event where the death happened, and then there was him being angry, which felt like the start of him going down this path of being consumed by vengeance, and maybe like breaking from his friends because he's unwittingly being, you know, incredibly rude and dismissive, and it's pushing away the people that love him. But instead what happened was that you kind of went on with him being a bit passive aggressive but being fine, and then you got to the end and it's like, oh, your mother was proud of you, but you didn't have the bit where it was like, you didn't have the bit that I expected there to be of like, ooh, I'm gonna get revenge on them. Ooh, revenge isn't the thing. You know, more of the story part of it. It just immediately went back to oh, of course, she loved me who I am. I shouldn't be doing this, which is a nice. You know, it's a nice sentiment, right? It's a nice thing to say. And I'm not trying to dismiss that in any way. But when I look at this story, like, there's not much of a story from that, you know? I think even the worst expansion from FF14, you came out of it with at least a couple characters that you were like, these are cool characters that I like now, you know? And I think there was just so much done in the living worlds that added story and interest to this that either wasn't followed up or just had nothing done to it. Like, there wasn't anything like that done in the newer stuff. You know, in this expansion. You know, I don't want to come across as being all negative, because I've had a lot of fun in this. It's just there was a lot of times where I was like, ooh, this is a cool plot thread. I can't wait to see more of this. And then there isn't any of it. And it may be hidden in the equivalent of dungeons or something, right? But I don't think that you should be able to, you should have to play all the dungeons to get the whole story. I think they should be supplemental products that help you get a bit more out of the story, but shouldn't be kind of required, you know? Another thing, look, let's do compliment sandwich. Let's go now into things I did like, okay? I really did like the world at whole. I loved the scenery. I loved that this world that sort of evolves with how good you are at, you know, how many abilities you unlock. Little bits that it's like, you don't need to have these, bar the main ones. But every additional one gives you a cool little extra thing that which will like improve your experience and your way of getting around this in a way that's cool and interesting. I really did appreciate that. I also really appreciated the fact that it felt like a lot more than I feel like any of the lot more than I feel like any of these other games, your characters, at least from this sort of like part of the like these early expansions, FF14's done okay at this later on, but it makes you feel like you are not like a character that needs to have this MMO aspect into it to complete everything. You feel like, no, you are a person playing an RPG, and all the supplemental stuff that allows you to all the supplemental stuff allows you to do all these things with other people, but they're not like the main story is you and your allies, and it's obvious from playing the game that that's the way they've gone about it, you know? I mean, all the story bits, all of like the what are they called, instances. What is that? Oh, a ley line. Do I need a ley line to complete this? Kinda sounds like I do. Okay. But yeah, I did appreciate those, and the instances that we did do, they were great. I love the instances. Like, they felt really cool as a concept, but, and this is going back into the negatives, and I'm sorry that I have to keep doing this, but I want to be honest with you. I do want to emphasize that while I'm saying all of this stuff, I had a metric ton of fun with that, and I'm looking forward to the Living Worlds and the next expansion and all that stuff. But I think I was genuinely surprised, and this goes a bit into the previous comment of the this goes into the previous comment of the surprise at the story stuff not being talked about, but I was surprised that there wasn't more expansive dungeons is I think the best way to put it. When I did the Living Worlds, especially Season 1, it would be a bit of story that was Season 1, and it would end with a dungeony thing where, sure, you don't fight, like, multiple bosses like in a dungeon would be in, say, FF14 or something, but you would fight, like, a bunch of dudes, maybe some sort of puzzle, and then you would deal with be a bunch of guys, there'd be a puzzle, and then you would deal with a boss of some variety. For example, the first one I think of off the top of my head is there was like a mutated like big boy, and then a dude in like a mech of some kind. And you would deal with them, and it was a really cool boss fight, and then it would end. Another example is the pirates. There was the two pirates. One of them had a cannon. One of them was like had a shield, and like an electric shield and like a sword. And these dudes were really cool, and I really liked that. And I noticed that in this, bar potentially Fowlin, who did have that kind of thing, there wasn't really an equivalent in this. there wasn't really that kind of like... I expected to see... I expected to see like proper dungeons that you did with your allies, because they kind of already did that with the instances, but they were just smaller. But instead what we got, I didn't expect, because we didn't even get instances, bar like the Fowlin one. And maybe it's a... Like before the Shadow, I guess. That was one. I guess I kind of expected more from those elements that I don't think were as prominent as I expected them to. I didn't... There wasn't as many as I expected. Because I expected there to be a decent amount of more, like, dungeons with bosses that... I know they got rid of dungeons, but, like, even just instances that you can repeat over with. Like, I kind of expected that the equivalent amount of instances and stuff would be the same as... Sorry, I just needed to do that. Would be the same as the amount that is in like all the the 2 seasons of the Living Worlds, or at least 1 season. But in the 1 season we got 5, and in this we got maybe 3. Oh, they just killed me, eh? Okay. The rock thing was insane.
Replenishing.
I don't think there's a way out there. But there could have been. You know what? I'm going to go back there and see. But yeah, I don't know. This part of... Maybe it's me having expectations that were never assumed.
Can't move.
But in my head, there are things in this that I didn't expect to happen. Like, there was... I expected more. Because originally, the Living Worlds would have been something free that you gotten from this game if you were playing at the moment that they came out, right? So I expected them to be the things that have the least amount of stuff. But instead it became a situation where, in terms of like the over map, like the overworld map and the cutscenes, obviously it's done better here than it does in the Living Worlds. That's without a doubt, right? But in terms of like the instances and the battles, I genuinely feel, and this might be a controversial thing. I don't think it should be. I genuinely feel like you got, especially if you count both of the... If you're counting both of the seasons, I definitely think you got better quality instances from the season 1 and season 2 than you got from Heart of the Thorns. If we're talking...
Bryn, I call upon your power.
All the songs, they play in my head, and I can see clouds around me.
If we're talking like just 1 season, I think it's comparable. And I think that if you said that season 1 of Living Worlds was better than Heart of the Thorns in terms of just instances, I don't think I could, like, openly... What's the word I'm trying to think of? Openly, like, go against you and say it's wrong. Because there were many things in this that just were, like, I don't know, a bit underwhelming. You know? Not the best. You go to Ratanovis, and it's this cool Rata that nobody's known about for ages. You know, it's supposed to be this big new thing that like could have secrets for dealing with the dragons. And you go there, you do a instance where you're in the thing and you're fighting a couple of like reanimated or like I guess reactivated defense droids. And then that's it. You find the information and that's it. You know, I mean, if this was FF14, or even if it was like a I don't even think I need to give that qualifier. If this was just an MMO, an average MMO, I think that's a dungeon. I think that's a dungeon with a couple of bosses that are like reanimate security systems that you can't seem to control, with the top of it being like an overmind that is a very powerful that bit's the canyon. Okay, fair enough. So all these heroes things are locked behind having enough masteries for the stuff. Got it. For me, that feels like that's what logically would happen, right? But that's not what's happening when it comes to this. It's just, you're done with it. You leave Tamiya there. That's the end. You know? And I think that's one of the things that, I guess, puts a bit of a dampener on my, not fun of this, but like my my enthusiasm of this. Because I just feel like there's more that could have been done. You know? I think it's 100% worth the price, don't get me wrong, because, you know, the price of this thing is insanely cheap for what you're getting, right? But I think it's fair to bring up problems with it, and I think that this is one of the problems with it. It is a severe lack of... It has a severe lack of, like, proper content, in my opinion, that it could have had, and it would have been... I'm not going to say much better, but it would have been a bit more fleshed out. I think it's lost a lot. It has a lot of substance in terms of stuff you can do, but in terms of just the... Can I get over that? No, I think you're supposed to use that tunnel. Wait, it's in a mark. Can I use those? I can use those. Okay, I can get this. I think it's lost out on substance in terms of story, and I think it is not 100% fair to compare it to FF14, but because FF14 is the best in terms of story, you know. Neverwinter, for example. another MMO I've played. Story's not comparable to blimmin' FF14 in any capacity, you know? But I do feel like they could have done more. I mean, yeah, I won't hop on this anymore. I will go back to saying some good things, okay? The events and how they're done in this are a great way of making the world feel more alive. And I think this feels the most alive of any world that I've been in an MMO. I think ever. Like, out of all the ones I've done, this one is quite obviously the most, what's the word? The most fleshed out, the most feels like it's been lived in world I've seen.
All of the Southwatch pylons are activated. The Mordrum won't know what hit them if they attack now.
Good. What is this? Okay. I mean, I guess I could go help that. Yeah, I think it's the best, that the events that lead into other events, the constant story stuff that is there, all of it feels like a proper living, breathing world. And I've had the most fun out of these events, just doing events, than I've ever had when it comes to like fates in Final Fantasy, or any form of event in an MMO. Like, in terms of grinding, like, events don't feel like grinding, in my opinion. They feel more like just fun things that you do. And it's why I didn't feel as bad grinding for the mastery point thing to I'm not going to do these. Grinding the mastery point thing to get to the next part of the story. Because it would never felt like a grind, you know? It felt like just a fun experience to do. Oh, I've got one of these. So I think it does a great job of doing that. Like, even just like, there's maps that open temporarily, you know? They open temporarily, and you've got to like, there's a whole mission to it where if you've got a big group, you're capturing certain parts of it. And like, that makes me want to come back to this area and try that bit out. And you know, will I get sick of it eventually? Probably. But I'll have played a bunch of it. I'll play a couple of times. Whereas, you know, there's certain events that I've done in FF14, for example, where I've been sick of it halfway through doing it. Because as much as they tried to, like, it's supposed to be fun, it's just boring. you know, it's just a basic boss, you know, a basic sort of like thing, and they tried to jazz it up by giving it a cool thing, you know, a cool name or a cool description. But at the end of the day, it's just, you know, it's just blah. It's just words, and it doesn't look different. Where all these feel like they are different, and so I definitely appreciate that. Because they could quite have easily just, you know, phoned it in and just gone, screw it. So I gotta get up there, but how do I get up there? I know I've tried this before. I'm trying it again. Never mind, I've fallen down, I give up. West.
Westwatch.
Fellow protectors, the situation in the Forgotten City is dire.
Mordrum have invaded Tarir and sealed it off with vines.
The other watch posts are readying to launch a coordinated counterattack.
Our fellow Exalted inside can shield the central plaza, but not for long.
Every Exalted, hero, Scrit, even Mushroom will have the...
Holy Scrit Scratch, so shiny. I understand. If Golden City is saved, then more shinies for all. What do we do with them? Most giver of golden shards takes shiny...
Okay, let's have a look at what this is. The challenge begins. I don't want to bid for it. No, I don't want to do this. I'm fine with that. With what I have. Why is this place contested? I'm gonna go see what's happening over here. But yeah, like, I'm just... I definitely think there were... There were better things, there were better ways they could have done that. But overall, I've had a great time. I don't think there's anything more that I need to talk about when it comes to it. I think, overall, overworld, incredible. Events, incredible. Story, a bit too... not enough of it. But the story itself was quite good. Final boss fight, a lot better than Zaitan. I think that's the general conclusion. I definitely think it's on the shorter side, by the way. I'll say that.
The shiny armor action begins. Come, shiny armor, come here. One armor fights the darkness, so shiny.
I understand we're getting... We're hitting the 2-hour mark, but I just kind of want to see what the end of this is. And so we're probably going to be continuing until this, either this gets too long and I'm like, I'm bored of it, or...
Time to do some real work.
Or when it's finished, obviously. No fear. Shiny armor, float forward. Nothing left for me to try. There are incredibly powerful boys here. Shiny bot armor auction begins. I'm assuming the thing they're auctioning is something you get from doing events. If so, that's a really good way of doing it, where it's like, hey look, the more you do it, the more you get a chance to maybe just maybe, get access to using the cool armor. You saw all the other people that have done this before do. West is got too many people, seemingly. Because it feels like we've done that well too quickly. But who knows? It says 5 out of 6, but it feels like we've done 6 out of 6. You know? Who's doing the worst? South isn't doing great. East only had 3. There is a lot of people here. But if people aren't saying that we should go to the other areas, then I guess we're not supposed to go to the other areas. But I really feel like South needs some help. I'm gonna go to South. Screw it. Screw it. We haven't started it and we hit the hour mark.
We will evaluate your skills. Let me know when you're ready to begin.
Then I will probably end it. Wait. How is South not completed the challenges? It's like... they're fine. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so I guess maybe North has got the problem. There's only 2 enchanted armors over here. Like, there's a decent amount of people here. I guess not as much as the other place. How come this dude's got that guy? Have I got that guy? No, I don't have the ability to have him. Okay, let's up my training while I'm here. Elixir. Okay, so I've unlocked seemingly 2 potions. These 2 potions, I only have 1 of them. Oh, okay. I like that. Maybe more than him.
It started out as a corpse, and now it's a corpse again.
But like, where's the other elixir? You got 4 minutes, game.
Feel the fury.
4 minutes, game. Or I swear to God, I will end this stream and I will come back later, because I probably will be. Look, I don't think next stream... There is no chance that next stream is going to be anything but us just figuring out all the different masteries levels for this. And learning all of them. And getting all the hero point things. Because I'm not done with this area. You know, there's more stuff to do. And I want to do it. Let's... Oh, there's a potion here. Is there no... So all these potions... Ignorance, bliss, and anguish. I assume are ones that I haven't got access to yet. Ignorance, bliss, anguish, ambition. Yeah. How are we looking in terms of this? Okay, so we have one here. But we haven't gotten anything more for this yet. What are shroud skills? Is that a shroud skill? It is a shroud skill. Final form. Everybody's done them. We assault in 3 minutes. Where are my little boys? Where they're hiding? I kind of, even though we're getting close to the end, I kind of just want to... No one south. You know what? No. Let's be reasonable here. Let's be reasonable here. Let's end it here. I hope everybody had fun with the Heart of the Swarm, the Heart of the Thorns. I will be playing more of this. Probably farming mastery points next week. I will see you all on Monday for whatever we feel like. Wednesday for more Pillars of Eternity. And more of this on Friday. But until then, I hope everybody had a good time and have a lovely weekend.